As you know, the Biden administration has canceled the three remaining leases in the Gulf, lease sales on the offshore 5-year plan that expired June the 30th, 2022. The Bureau of Ocean Energy Management only resumed planning sales at the direction of Congress in the Inflation Reduction Act. BOEM has so far failed to publish any new 5-year plan, leaving the U.S. without a long-term plan for oil and gas production in the Gulf of Mexico, which supplies over 20% of our oil reserves. 20% is in limbo right here. Why is oil and natural gas production in the Gulf of Mexico critical to our ability to meet the growing demand, and why is it necessary to continue planning for the future with regular lease sales in the Gulf?
There's many reasons why production from the Gulf of Mexico is so important to Americans. First of all, it's a reliable supply of energy. We need to use oil and gas in our economy. The global economy requires it. If you look back in 2021, we were still importing oil from Russia, and we hit actually 500,000 barrels a day of imports from Russia in August of 2021. On the other hand, we have the Gulf of Mexico, which is a crown jewel of energy production, and we have an opportunity to increase production from 1.8 million barrels up to 2.4 million barrels of production if we have the opportunity to move forward with leasing and permitting. Further, the Gulf of Mexico provides high-paying jobs. These jobs are throughout the country, mostly along the Gulf Coast, but these are very high-paying jobs, and they're not just college degree jobs. These are blue-collar jobs that are available for communities along the Gulf Coast. Another thing I'd like to add is that we've been supportive of revenue sharing. And if you look back at the Gulf of Mexico Energy Security Act, which was passed in 2006, that law provided the funding for the Land and Water Conservation Fund to come from offshore oil and gas development. So we've paid through offshore oil and gas development in the Gulf over $5 billion for parks, wildlife, recreational projects throughout the country, and that's over 40,000 projects. Also, as part of that fund, there's a what's called the it's a program that is designed to send money into underprivileged and urban areas for parks and recreation.
Is that part of the Go Mesa money?
It's part of the Go Mesa money. So there's been tens of millions of dollars annually now going to fund parks and recreation.
Good morning, friends. I have important news for all Americans that receive Social Security benefits. Top lawmakers are now discussing the looming government shutdown and how it may affect Social Security payments now that the debt ceiling has been reached. New deposit dates for the next round of checks have been confirmed. My friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video. Also, friends, this coming Friday, if you'd like to enter the Walmart gift card giveaway, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. After decades of debate and contention, the status of Social Security remains a hot topic on Capitol Hill. Following the Social Security Administration schedule, there will be a double payment for the supplemental security income this coming March. On the 1st of March, the SSA will issue the SSI payments for the 1st of March. In addition, the Social Security Administration will also issue the payments for the month of April on March 31st. But Republicans have spoken out about long-term funding shortfalls for Social Security due to changes in demographics and as the U.S. has hit the debt ceiling. The Commitment to America plan, which was recently unveiled by Republicans, appeared to provide a vague plan to hold the federal government accountable over Social Security. The debate was sparked by the debt ceiling, which represents the total amount of money that the United States can borrow to fund programs such as Medicare and Social Security. The Republican stance on Social Security has been mixed. Senator John Thune said Social Security benefits should be slashed, while Senator Rick Scott talked of putting Social Security on the chopping block every 5 years. Senator Scott recently backpedaled on his comments, as well as comments about overhauling other federal programs, when he felt pressure from both Democrats and Republicans. Such proposals have been heard loud and clear by Democrats, who suggest that the Commitment to America plan means cutting benefits. President Biden pledged to block any reductions to Social Security in his 2023 State of the Union address. Senator Elizabeth Warren recently stated on Twitter, House Republicans have manufactured a debt ceiling crisis as an excuse to cut Social Security and other critical programs. Senator John Thune's official website reads, spending on Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, among other programs, continues to grow at an unsustainable rate. The statement appears to echo the Social Security's trustees report that was released in 2021 that shows the program's reserves will be depleted in 2033. But Social Security is not going bankrupt, as some have suggested. Also, any deep cuts to Social Security, which is a program that is a major source of income for the elderly and retirees, would have broad implications for economic growth, which is perhaps the main point of the debate. Roughly 67 million Americans per month will receive a Social Security benefit in 2023, and Social Security benefits will actually see an 8.7% jump this year. It is the sharpest cost of living adjustment since 1981. The average retiree benefit will increase by $146 per month, from $1,681 in 2022 to $1,827 in 2023. This boost will help millions of retirees who need Social Security to pay for basic necessities at a time when inflation has impacted many Americans' personal finances. But the big question remains, is Social Security really in danger? Well, in late January, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy seemed to put the matter to rest when he said Social Security should be completely off the table when it comes to debt ceiling talks, though there are worries that such comments can be just as easily backpedaled. There is a long history of Republicans seeking to make cuts or eliminate Social Security, though they would never come to fruition. It dates back to the 1980s when President Ronald Reagan proposed $35 billion in cuts to Social Security over 5 years, after previously calling it a welfare program. In 1995 to 1996, House Speaker Newt Gingrich shut down the federal government for 21 days over government spending. So, dear friends, what do you think will happen to Social Security and Medicare? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Employed Americans pay for the Social Security benefits of retirees through the payroll tax in an insurance system that has been highly effective. By the late 1990s, the number of elderly Americans living in poverty had dropped to 9.2%. That was a dramatic reduction from 1959, when more than a third of the elderly population lived in poverty. The Center on Budget and Policy Priorities estimates that over 22 million more Americans would be living in poverty if it was not for Social Security and Medicare. Of that figure, almost 1 million of them would be children who rely on a retiree for financial assistance. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the latest proposed changes for Social Security? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my most amazing and magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so much, friends, for being part of this community and for joining me here every single day. I will be announcing 2 winners this coming Friday for the Walmart gift card giveaway. My friends, if you'd like to enter the giveaway, simply click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. My dear friends, the more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you, friends, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.